Hey, it's me again, Thelma. So as y'all already know, probably, this is my oldest daughter, Anastasia, and she will be visiting with me today. We'll be talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19, while we eat.
WingStop.
From WingStop.
So before we take the food out, the topic is about the coronavirus and how it affected our family and me specifically.
So we ordered some fries. These fries are good. We got some wings.
Fries.
These joints is like,
They smell like honey.
definitely.
I hope these are good because I never tried those before.
We got blue cheese and we got
Ranch and blue cheese. Because that's
These are they seasoned fries.
seasoned fries. And then the wings.
We got Hawaiian and
Parmesan.
garlic parm. I know they look good. I'm sure they taste as good as they look.
Before y'all start, I kind of want some.
Oh, Sun want to try these wings. You want to say hi to the camera? Go ahead. You want to put something on this plate?
No, I don't even need a plate. I'm just doing
Alright. And then we got ranch and blue cheese. No, that's it. Alright, so let's just get started on this conversation. So this whole coronavirus, when it started, how we felt when it started. I remember being at work and I was a little scared because I was already taking the L back and forth to work in my new job. So out of all times, I usually would be driving. And I'm like, well, Dad, when they started shutting everything down, I'm like, well, I done been in the L every day. So I was a little nervous about that. The supermarkets was all crowded, right?
Yeah.
We were trying to get food.
Like all the supermarkets was empty, like in the beginning. Which one is the blue cheese one?
That's ranch. That's me. So let's start off with this garlic parmesan is so good. You gotta get going in.
In the beginning, it was affecting a lot of people. Like it was spreading really, really fast.
So I'm trying to think back to when it started affecting our house. I remember.
Well, first, nobody was taking it seriously.
No, you wasn't taking it serious.
Nobody.
You wasn't taking it serious. She wasn't taking it serious. We was all in here scared, frustrated. She was going to parties with her girlfriends, hanging out, pool parties, overnight, spending the night out. And I kept telling her, you need to be safe. That's how that went. So,
Like at first, people kept saying like the coronavirus was fake and like it was just like fake news and stuff. In the beginning, I really was believing it. Like we're taking it seriously.
and she didn't think it was real. She kept on, like I said, going out, doing stuff. And I'm like, well, we being safe, and we always worried about her. So I remember her, long story short, saying she was going to the beach with her coworkers at work. And I'm like, Anastasia, you need to be careful. Rona is still out here. She got a whole beach bag ready, all her stuff. Next thing you know, she going. And you can tell the rest of them after that.
And then I came back We had fun. I don't really remember like wearing a mask at the beach. Like on when we had went to get food and stuff. Because like I really be forgetting to wear a mask. Sometimes like and then I remember like in the car ride back from the beach, like I was feeling a little sick, like if I was like car sick, but I was like not really like worried about it. So I just like brushed it off.
So I remember her getting home, and the next day she like, oh my nose burned. I don't feel good. I think I'm getting sick.
Now my nose burned, and I said I think it was from me being in the water, like deep in the water. Cause
Right.
It probably was water in my nose, stuck in my nostrils.
She felt like it was water in her nose. So I'm like, all right, well, you need to stay in quarantine. So we got a family room down here, aside from our living room. So we had her back here in the family room with the door shut. Everybody else was upstairs, and I would come down with my gloves on and give her what I was giving you, Dayquil, NyQuil.
Wait, that was after though. I'm talking about like before. You was like staying in the room just to make sure like you don't have anything, and you was like, I think you should get tested because I didn't want to get tested. Like I didn't think it was that. I just thought it was like a little water stuck in my throat and stuff. But it got worse. Like it was hurting like a lot and stuff. Remember I was telling you can get into the hospital and stuff like that.
So yeah, so every day she was crying. Mom, please take me to the hospital. I'm sick. I don't feel good. And I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. Like, I'm going to give you this medication because from what I remember hearing, they were saying to stay away from the hospitals because people were sick. And if you came in there and you wasn't sick, you could get sick. So I'm like, no, I'm going to give you this medication. The one thing I noticed throughout the time she wasn't feeling well was that she didn't never run a fever. Right? I kept taking her temperature, no fever. So I'm like, all right, no fever. We going to stick this joint out. We're going to do this here. So long story short,
I went to go get tested.
no, basically, my other daughter was graduating middle school and my niece. So we like, all right, we're going to have a cookout. And
Because that was after I got tested though. We was like, they didn't call us. So we was like, all right, it's probably like, I don't have corona. Like, so we had the little reservation thing for my sister. So I'm like, all right, if I'm cool, then people could come over, family could come over, and then we could do that thing for my sister because she was graduating, she didn't have nothing. And then that same day, we went to my cousin's house, slept over and stuff, and like it was just all cool. Like I still felt a little like under the weather, but I felt better than the way I felt like in the beginning. Like when I first wasn't feeling well, like my nose was burning and stuff like that. But like my taste buds and stuff went away. Like I couldn't taste nothing. Like nothing at all. Like I really couldn't taste nothing. I wouldn't be able to taste this drink. Nothing like nothing. But
so I remember her getting tested on like a Tuesday, Wednesday. And they said, we'll contact you by Friday. They said, if we contact you, then that means you positive. You don't hear nothing back, no news is good news. So we like, all right, bet. So that was on Friday. We didn't get a phone call back. So we like, all right, good. So we moved forward with the cookout. So my mom, niece and nephew, my sister, everybody came over. That Sunday was the cookout. So we think everything fine. That Monday, or was it Tuesday?
it was Monday. It was Tuesday.
That Tuesday, that Monday came, they still ain't called. So we like, yeah, we good. That Tuesday came.
Tuesday, I was at my cousin's house with my sister. Just because I didn't want to stay in the house. Like, I've been in the house already for like...
She was already in quarantine for 2 weeks. By this time, her symptoms pretty much was gone, but I had convinced her to still get tested anyway.
So, while I was over there, I'm laying down on the bed, like, chilling and stuff. On my cousin's bed, literally laying on her pillows. I was all breathing on them and stuff like that. They called me, like, I didn't really want to answer the phone because, like, I was like, who is this? Like, I've never even seen the number before, and I got, like, really, like, I started panicking. And then they called me, and they was like, are you Anastasia? I was like, yeah. And I went to the bathroom because, like, I didn't want to be, like, loud because our brother and stuff was there. And they was like, well, we're just calling to let you know that you tested positive for corona and all this other stuff. And I'm like, seriously, like.
Well, no, she called me screaming and crying. I thought somebody did something to her. I'm yelling on the phone like, why are you screaming? Like, talk. I can't understand that. And she's just screaming. I'm like, but what is it? Like, what's wrong? Finally, she got the words out to say that she had tested positive. So, so now we literally just had family over a couple days prior. We had to rethink everything. Like, okay, put everything back into perspective. That weekend prior, it was my husband's birthday, so I had a dinner at the house. So like we here thinking like, okay, so now she tested positive. So now I gotta let these people know that was just here that they should get tested as well. It was a mess.
And then they had to pick me up from me and my sister from my cousin's house. My cousin had to wash all her sheets and stuff.
It was crazy.
And I had to come right back here, back in quarantine. And then my mom was giving me like medicine. The medicine was actually really helping. Like it was really like helping me. Like
it was this cold medicine. Like at this point, my whole house had to get tested. So my husband got tested. I got tested. And my youngest daughter got tested. We all came back negative. She still had to be in quarantine for another 2 weeks. Right? And they said she had to get retested after the 2 weeks, right? To be able to confirm that she was negative. So it was just a headache. And it was like one of them things like you hear everybody talking about, but you never think that it could be your family. And so when it was us, it was just...
And like some people really don't like make it from that. So like it was like even teenagers, they die from it too. Like, and the simple fact that I got it was because my immune system was weak. So it was just like, dang, like,
to be honest, like it was just a nightmare. And so since she got tested and she came back positive, maybe like a day later, the health department reached out. So they were calling me. They called her. They wanted to know everybody.
It was so embarrassing because like they literally called like everybody I was with. Like they called my coworkers, and then at my job, like nobody knows how to keep a secret. So everybody at my job knew I had corona. Like even though I really didn't want to tell nobody there. Because I had to tell them because I went to the beach with them, and I was just.
They were trying to backtrack where she got it from, but she was doing so much around that time. I'm like,
you could have got it anywhere,
right? So, to be honest, like it was just more so. It was scary. It was a headache. The health department. Annoying. The health department they contacted us every day. It was symptom checking us every day. And I had to reply back to them and say that I didn't have any new symptoms. They did that for 14 days straight. And if I don't reply back to their message, they call me. So I didn't want no phone calls. So every day, I was replying back, no new symptoms, even though I was negative. So, pretty much, that in a nutshell, it was just a lot. It affected us as a whole. My oldest son, who came and got some news from us earlier, he's asthmatic. He has a weak immune system, so we were scared about him getting it. I'm asthmatic. The baby, my 2-year-old, he's asthmatic. So at this point, we were just trying to stay safe.
And my grandma was over here,
and my mom came over for that cookout that we had. So we was worried about that, but thank God everything turned out okay.
We were so hyped when they said it was negative.
We tested, and from there on, it was just kind of like smart decisions. Like basically, we just wanted to talk about this because it's still some naysayers out there. There's people out there that don't think it's real, and it's very real. The other thing is that
people don't take it serious until it's somebody that's in their family that has it.
One of the keys that I know for a fact is washing your hands. Covering your face and washing your hands. I mean, it's really that simple because that's the way germs spread into your body through your hands. And your hands is germy. They're the dirtiest part of your body. Even when you wash them, there's still germs there. However, you want to continue to wash your hands so much. I mean, I remember my hands being like boom, like real, like shriveled up. But I was like, everywhere I go, I was just kind of like, no, I'm washing my hands. Like, we bought hemp, right? The hemp hand sanitizer. We had some in the car. I bought like a 5-pack. One was in the car, one was right here when you first walk in the house. Even though we can wash our hands in the house, I kept it in my pocketbook. Like wherever I'm at, wherever I do, whatever I touch, I always wash my hands. Wash the baby hands a lot because he always putting his hands in his mouth. And you know, we just gotta stay safe. We still don't have a vaccine for this yet, so it's one of the situations where you like a sitting duck, and a lot of people got frustrated. They're getting tired of sitting around. They don't want to be home. They want to go on vacations. They want to go on trips. They want to go away. But you got to do what's best for you and your family, and you got to stay safe. Because basically, like, this hit close. Like, it was at home. Like, we literally was in quarantine. We literally had to reach out.
And it could have been worse. Members. Like, I could have been not able to breathe or had, like, bad fevers and then been in the hospital. And then after we get to the hospital, there's not really nothing else we can do because they can't come see me. So I would have just been in there by myself.
Exactly. And that's what we was worried about. Like, the whole time I'm just upset. Like, seriously? I'm just upset with her. Like, why would you even put everybody and us through this? Like, so
I don't know. You can't really tell people not to go outside because, like, teenagers, they're gonna do whatever. They say don't go outside, they still gonna go outside and do stuff. So, like, if you do go outside, just make sure you stay safe. Like, wear a mask, have your hand sanitizer, stay 6 feet away from people. Like, because, like, I know how people feel. Like, all right, like, our whole summer was, like, literally canceled. Like,
we had a trip.
We didn't have
Florida.
a summer.
We already had our condo booked, and we had to cancel. It was supposed to be in June. We had to cancel, and the owner was like, "We can push it to next year." I feel like 2020 it just didn't happen. Like, it just paused. Like, 2020 was just kind of like, we skipping over this year to get to the next.
The worst year. 2020 was the worst year.
So, I mean, that's pretty much all we have for today. We just wanted to talk about this really serious topic and how it affected our family. And if you have any questions, comments, make sure you put your comments down below. We thank you for coming past with us and chatting with us today. And we look forward to you returning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Ding, ding. Bye.